This video revisits something I've talked about on more than one occasion: accountability and modeling. Both Frankie and I took the summer off from jiu-jitsu. He had a lot of camps, he had soccer, and we had some travel. Mostly I took off because he took off, which isn't really a good excuse. That said, this past week I told him, jiu-jitsu is a non-negotiable. It is a life skill I feel you must have, so you are going to return. He wasn't super excited about it, but he didn't make a fuss, and he went back without arguing too much. So in return, I got him some soccer cards. Now, I have said everything doesn't deserve a reward, and it wasn't a reward for returning because that wasn't an option. It was a reward for changing his attitude and having a decent attitude about it. Now, that said, when I went in to sign him up, the owner of the jiu-jitsu school said to me, "When are you coming back?" And I said, "Listen, we've got a bunch of new clients at the gym. I'm really busy." And all I could hear as the words were coming out of my mouth, and he gave me the same look that I give other people, which was, in my own head, I said, "Stop being a little bitch." And in that moment, I said, "Sign me up right now." And he said, "Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. And I said, "I'll be there." The next morning, I woke up and realized I had a 9 a.m. client and wasn't going to be able to make the 8 a.m. class. And that evening, I did something that historically I never do. I went to the 6:15 p.m. class because I had committed. I had told my son he had to go, and those two layers of accountability meant something to me. I needed to know that I was going to show up in the way that I said I would, but I also needed my son to know that I was going to show up in the way I told him he had to do. Because I realized that as a parent, if I'm going to be next level, I can't say, "Do as I say, not as I do." I have to say, "Watch what I do, then do what I do." And that's the way to be a parent that you and your kid can be proud of. Let's go.